Hey guys, welcome back again to our channel. So today let's talk about what are the things that you should do in your first week in Canada. So if you're excited to know more about that, make sure that you subscribe and like this video. What? Are you trying to feed them?
Yeah.
Okay. Meh. I know most of you guys are already inside Canada, especially if you're starting your September 2023 intake. And there's so many students now are asking what do they need to do once they arrive in Canada. And I'll list so many things in this video, so make sure that you have your pen and paper and let's get into it. So the first thing that you have to do is to get your social insurance number. So when you arrive in Canada, you can actually get that at the airport, but I do not recommend getting that at the airport because there's gonna be a long queue. So you can get that to the nearest Service Canada in your town. Tend to be long queue in big cities like Vancouver, but if you're living in a small town, there's not gonna be a lot of waiting time. So get your social insurance number. You need this if you want to work in Canada. This is actually tied to your taxes. And for social insurance number, they ask for your study permit and your passport. Again, social insurance number is a confidential number that you have to keep. You don't give this to anyone. If someone get this, then they can use this and pretend to be you and use it for, criminal things like fraud. So just make sure that you keep this in a safe place. Next one is getting your SIM card. So every time that you will do something in Canada, sometimes they ask for your phone number, so it's better to have your SIM card set up already. So there are different options in Canada. We actually made a video about it so that you don't make the same mistake. So there are different types of network provider in Canada. There's a big one and there's like a smaller one. So there's like pros and cons. So make sure that you get that is more suitable for you, and it depends on the location, to be honest. So right now I am using TELUS, which is one of the best one, but it is also one of the expensive ones in Canada. But since I'm working online, I really need to have a reliable data. So yeah, get your number. And I think someone told me this before, that some companies like mobile companies, they ask for your SIN, your social insurance number. Again, you do not have to share your social insurance number. This is important. Do not share it to anyone. You only share your social insurance number to your employer and to the bank if you're going to open a bank account. If for the phone number, you don't have to share your social insurance number. Just a friendly reminder to everyone. So once you have your social insurance number, you have your phone number already, you can now open your bank account. You have so many options for a student account. You have the big ones like Scotiabank, CIBC, RBC. My recommended bank for students is Scotiabank and CIBC. So they have a lot of banks spread out throughout the country. If you're coming from the Philippines, Scotiabank is like BDO or BPI. You can find this bank even though you're living in the most remote area in Canada. So if you move to another location, you can always find Scotiabank. And again, they have different packages, they have different benefits if you're a student. So make sure that you check out Scotiabank. This is not sponsored by Scotiabank. Baka naman, Scotiabank, sponsoran mo ako. But again, check out Scotiabank. You need your social insurance number. You might need your phone number as well, your passport, and again, your study permit. bring it with you because they will require that to open an account for student. Oh, by the way, guys, we actually made a video just to discuss this, the best bank for students. You can check out this video after watching this one. So now let's talk about your health card and your provincial ID. So it depends on the province. Some provinces will have a waiting time, so make sure that you have your travel insurance ready as well. They do recommend that you have a travel insurance while waiting for your provincial health card. So for example, in British Columbia, we do have MSP, and it takes 3 months to get your MSP. So make sure that you have it, your travel insurance, already activated while waiting for your provincial health card. And it's the same in Ontario. I think there is also a waiting time. And again, in British Columbia, to be honest, you have to pay for your MSP if you're a student. That's about $75 a month. And I think most students are not aware about that. Their agent didn't mention it to them when they chose British Columbia, but I always share this to my student that you do pay for your MSP in British Columbia. But some provinces like Alberta, New Brunswick, once you get your provincial health insurance, you can actually opt out to the health insurance that was given to you by your school. So it's up to you, but some people, they keep their extended insurance because of the dental, optical benefits. So yeah, let me know if you want us to make a video to compare the different health benefits in Canada, because I just found out that it's different in every province because we moved to different provinces, right, in Canada, and then we see some of the differences already. So let me know in the comment section if you want us to make one. And one more thing, if you get your health card, you can also apply for your provincial ID. It's just an extra ID that you can also present if you need one, so that you don't have to bring your passport with you whenever you go out. And when you move to another province, you will apply for a new one. So yeah, I still have my Nova Scotia provincial ID and my BC ID. I always apply for the provincial ID. So let's get a croissant here because the bread here in Germany is really good. So let's grab one. So most of you guys, of course, you don't have a car yet, so you have to use the transportation. So make sure that you are aware about the bus route, the timing. Is it every 10 or 30 minutes, or is it every 2 hours? I remember when I was in Nova Scotia, I found out it was every 2 hours. I realized that I need to have my own car. So let's say you need a car. Please apply for your learners. Okay, that's if you don't have your license back home, or you don't know how to drive like me. When I arrived in Canada, I don't know how to drive, so I had to learn the rules and regulation, and also I took driving lessons because I was preparing for the winter, and I knew that I will need to have a car during winter. So get the learners if you don't have the license yet, and if you do have the license already, you can convert that. So the only thing you have to do is take the written exam, and it's not gonna cost you so much in Canada, not like in the UAE where you have to spend thousands just to get your license. So in Canada, just get the written exam, and then once you pass the written exam, you can take the road test. So I think for me, I would recommend that you apply for the driver's license, even if you're not planning to buy a car yet, because I think in Canada, it's not a luxury to have a car. It is a necessity, especially if you're living in a small town, or if you go to school and then you have to go to work. It will be more convenient if you have your own car. Just calculate if it's going to save you some money, it will save you some time. Just calculate the opportunity cost if you have your own car. So guys, let us know if you want us to make a video on how to drive in Canada because I heard some stories that like so many students fail the exam and fail the road test. So you know what? I'm so proud to tell you guys that I only took my road test just once. It's just one shot. And it's because of Felix. Felix is a good driving instructor. So if you want us to make a video, we're more than happy to share that information with you guys. Just comment below and we'll do that for you. And again, it's better to find your community that will support you throughout your studies. So you'll find that in Canada, but you have to also go out, reach out to them. And if you feel like you have to move, you have to basically to move closer to your work or to your school, you can do that and commit for a longer lease. Watch this video because I shared a lot of tips on how to find your house, your accommodation in Canada, because again, if it's going to save you so much money, it will save you so much time, move to another place, right? Because I heard some students, they got a house or they got a room and then they found out it's really far from their school or from their work. Speaking of support, it is true that it's hard to make friends in Canada. It's hard to make real connection or real friends when you move to a new country. So for me, as your ate, your online ate, I would suggest that you have to be careful with the people that surrounding you right now. I remember nung unang dating ko, nalasing ako kasi nagmatend ako ng isang party. And then, ayun. Siyempre, pagchichismisan ka, di ba? So don't get too excited when you meet people. I know how you feel because you're longing for friends because your family, your real friends are far away, right? But still, be cautious, be careful when you're talking to people. Don't overshare. I do tend to do that as well. So, just choose 1 or 3 friends that will support you throughout your studies. That's it for this video. If you want us to make videos like this, comment below, suggest any topic, we can do that for you. And again, if you need to find a mentor, we do have that in SLE. And also, if you're just starting out, we do have coaching program for international students that will help you from the very beginning until you get to Canada. We do have continuous support. So thank you guys for watching this video and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.